Okay, who here at some point wants to do a focus group with me? Raise your hands. If you do, Kelly, raise your hands. Don't come up on stage. You're going to hand out. Keep your hands up, and she's going to send down forms for you guys to sign up. This is how I want to begin this. And you guys are going to hold on for 1 second. You don't participate. I want to know who you choose. Kelly, just send the sheets down. And by the way, when you're done with it, you're going to send them back in that direction. I'm going to count to 3. And when I get to 3, I want you to shout out the last name of the candidate that you want the Republicans to nominate. Are you? When I get to 3. Not 1 and not 2. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3. Well, I'm glad that we got that clear. Let's do it one more time. When I get to 3, I want you to tell me, who's your candidate? 1, 2, 3. Only in Carolina. Okay, I'm going to put you guys on the spot. I want you to tell me what is more important to you, where the candidate stands or whether they can defeat Hillary Clinton. And I'm going to start with you since you got a microphone. If you absolutely had to choose. By the way, is anyone in this room supporting Hillary? Anyone in the balcony? Anyone in the second balcony? What's more important to you, where they stand or that they can defeat Hillary? Put your microphone up.
Where they stand.
Tell me why. Tell me why.
I think because if you can get to the heart of the person, that they will project normally and naturally a good and honest spirit, and they can lead a nation if they have a good and honest spirit.
Tell me, what's more important to you? If you can hand your microphone to somebody else, what's more important?
Beating Hillary Clinton. There's no doubt about it. She's got to go. That is a continuation of a philosophy, and a political philosophy that this country could ill afford. And to even think of having Hillary for 4 or 8 years is unconscionable. So you could cry in your beer as much as you want about the philosophy, but if she's there telling you how to live your life every day, it's not going to do you any good.
One more.
Where they stand, because ultimately I think in a general election, passionate, warm-hearted message is how you win over voters and win elections.
Okay, we got 2 special people here. I want you to hand the microphone to the guy in orange, and then the gentleman with the Patriot back there. How old are you?
I'm 23.
This is your son right there. In some cases, you're old enough to be his grandparents. Some people I met here are old enough to be his great-grandparents. Why is it that 60% of people of your age voted for Barack Obama? Why are you voting Republican?
I feel like 60% did not vote for Republican because they don't feel a sense of belonging, because a lot of them are going into college. And as a college student, you don't really feel a sense of belonging because you're going from your parents to the real world. And we're not doing a good enough job expressing freedoms to that group. And I'm a Republican because I believe in human exceptionalism.
Good for you.
For me, understanding why people my age didn't vote for a Republican really becomes the Republican Party hasn't reached out to them. It's been constantly a party reaching out to the generation, sure, that votes, because most of ours don't vote. But then again, we're losing my generation to the Democrat Party. We're losing them to Hillary Clinton. And if we don't do something now, well, we're going to lose them forever. And that's why I'm here trying to find them and get some help.
Now, awesome. The reason why I'm down here is because we will get the final total of the number of people who are here. Up to this point, the largest focus group ever done was 1,500 people. We may beat that record right here, right now. I have another question for the ladies there. And by the way, Happy Mother's Day. Where are my moms here? Raise your hands. Happy Mother's Day to you all. For the women up on stage, I want 3 of you to tell me why Republicans have done so poorly among women. What's the answer and what is the solution? Any one of you. Go ahead. Somebody go.
I
I'm not so sure that we have done that poorly, have we?
Yes, we have.
Well then, all right, let's think about maybe reaching younger women. And those of us here are solid voters. I don't think we spend enough time with the younger women and their issues.
Somebody else up there, another one of the women.
I was going to say, she's exactly right. I think that Republicans have to reach out to the young women, and actually in the early parts of the beginning of our country, there was a wonderful organization that was called Republican Mothers, and our forefathers actually put it in the hands of these women to raise up their children to be Republicans and to love their country and to know that they are truly pioneers in every sense, including in the experiment of our wonderful freedom like no other nation had.
Let's get one more. Right in the center. Go ahead.
I think now is the real opportunity, since the economy has still been struggling. There are so many women in the workforce who may or may not want to be. This is the time to reach out to women who are many of the breadwinners, that this is the way to rescue them from a situation that they may be in with 1, 2, 3 jobs and raising a family. This is a golden opportunity for the conservative movement to reach out, because the economy has not improved.
So I want a show of hands from people here in the audience. And by the way, if you've not filled out your cards, please do. We've got more cards if you need them. Once you fill them out, send them this way. I want a show of hands. Would you rather have a senator or governor as the Republican nominee for president? A senator or governor? Raise your hands if you say senator. Raise your hands if you say governor. Wow. On stage, unless anyone up here wants to tell me why you want a governor. Anybody around me? We got microphones here. You got to be close to me. You want to do it?
I want a governor because a governor has actually run something. And if they've stayed governor for more than one term, they've been successful at running something.
I agree with what the lady up there just said. They have a record that we can look to. They have some proof of what they're capable of doing and what their priorities are by what they've done in the state.
2 more from up there. Why governor?
Yes, I also would agree with someone who's had a leadership position, who knows how to work with people, who knows to organize, and most importantly knows how to run a budget.
And I also...
One more person for governor.
I think that we need a leader, and I don't think senator or governor makes a difference. Jimmy Carter was a governor, and he was terrible.
So what kind of leader are you looking for? Be specific.
A visionary leader who has the skills and experience to implement that vision that's right on every issue.
How many of you think the Republicans will lose to Hillary Clinton in 2016? How many of you think Republicans will win in 2016? Why do you think the Republicans? She's tough. The Clintons are tough candidates. Why do you think she's going to lose?
I think Hillary's going to lose because there are too many people that are onto her, and we need to get her out before she can even run for the presidency.
One more. Yes, go ahead. You got to hold the microphone.
My candidate has beat the Clinton machine many times. In fact, in every race he's ever had, he's fought them and he's beat them. Governor Mike Huckabee.
Okay, now remember the rules are we're not supposed to be advocating for candidates. I can't see your button from here. What is the most important issue? We've got about 4 more minutes, and if someone wants something to say on the edge here, I'll come down. We got a guy with a microphone there. David, if you can come down and grab her. What is the most important issue for 2016?
I think it's foreign policy and national security. Do you want me to continue?
Why is that more important than the budget?
I think that the world is increasingly chaotic. We've had the President of the United States fail to lead on this for, 7 years now. Relationships with Israel and our other civilized allies around the world are falling apart, and we need someone in there who will take this seriously.
You're one of the younger people here. What's the most important issue for you in 2016?
Number one issue is somebody who's going to shake up the status quo, stand up to the establishment, and just basically shake things up and do the unexpected, do the things that need to be done.
Got it. Most important issue.
It's going to be economics.
What about economics?
Right now, in the last 4 years, we've been sucking wind behind every other country, and in every country makes us look bad. So I think if we could pick our own economy up, then we don't have to worry about propping other countries up.
Go ahead.
I think it's also energy independence. We have to be able to support ourselves and not have to rely on OPEC or anybody else. And if we can do that, we can make the policies that we need to make and not have to worry about the implications of what OPEC is doing. So I think energy independence has got to be one of our number one priorities.
By applause, I want to know what's more important to you all, economic conservatism or social conservatism? Which is a higher priority to you? Who says social conservatism? By applause. Who says economic conservatism? Why is economic conservatism so important?
I was actually going to speak on military and national security.
This is why you never do this live.
Well, I raised my hand before you asked the question. But do you want me to speak on economy or?
No, go ahead.
So national security. As the wife of a Green Beret, I know what the morale of the military is. The morale, our military's morale is at an all-time low. We've got ISIS in our country. We've got terrorists that live next door to us. And we have a president who's more concerned with sitting down talking to Raul Castro with Cuba than he is with talking to our allies like Israel.
Now, hold on one second. I'm going to do something I never get a chance to do. We always celebrate our military, and that is absolutely essential. Who is a mom, a sister, a daughter, or a spouse of a member in the military? Please stand, because you give as much of a sacrifice as anyone, and we want to thank you for all that you do. By the way, I do want to note that a gentleman with a mustache stood up. Sir, I didn't realize that... So was Bruce Jenner. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, Frank, I was going to say the last time our country, as far as our military attitude, was so poor was when Jimmy Carter was in office. President Reagan came in, and what did he say? Look, we've got challenges, we've got struggles across the world. We're Americans. We fix problems. We are the light of the world, and we still, as Americans, are here to say we want somebody's going to fight for America is who I'm looking for.
We got someone from the audience. Where are you? Go ahead.
Yeah, I think the most important issue that we return to honoring our Constitution as it was given to us by our founders. If we do that, the rest of the things will fall into place. The social conservatism, the fiscal conservatism, all of that will fall into place if we will just let the federal government do what the federal government's supposed to do and let the states do what the states are supposed to do.
Hold on.
I agree with all of that, but to me it's very, very basic. I want somebody with honor, integrity, that believes in the rule of law, and in his heart and mind and soul loves America.
I'm going to do one more from the audience. Why don't you stand up for a second? I'm going to hand the microphone to you. What message do you have? You've got a number of candidates who've spoken already, a number of candidates who are coming up. What message do you have for them about South Carolina and what it takes to win this state?
Listen, I listened to the first three candidates this morning, then I went across the street and just to hear what was going on over there. Listen, we need to hear the truth. Scott Walker did a good job. He never... Okay.
What do they need to know?
Okay, they need to tell the truth. Where are you on border security? Okay, where are you on life issues, pro-life and marriage between a man and a woman? and fiscal responsibility. They need to tell the truth and put the cards on the table.
And our time is up. Which one of you is Dave Bossi's mother-in-law? Where are you? You're over here? I was told that if I wanted to end with you, he would kick my butt. So I'm going to give you the microphone, and I want you to give advice to the 2016 candidates. What do they need to know?
One man, one vote. People are coming in this country across the borders like rats and roaches in the woodpile. We've got a state like Minnesota that says it's not our business to check them out. We just register them. We've got to get control. That's what they need to know, and they need to get that law passed. Now, one more. Years ago, I might have been a Democrat, but I saw the problem and I went to the Republican Party. I didn't wait on them to come look for me. Why do these young people have to be solicited? We are all intelligent people. We need to be voting our convictions and choose a party.
How many of you would vote for her for president? This exercise is so essential. It's important that you are heard. It's important that your voice. I'm so grateful for those of you who stood up and spoke out. And I say to all of you, please come join these focus groups. Please come sign up. There'll be people out there who will take your information. If you've got your forms, just send them all the way to the right and we'll come and pick them up. If you don't have a form yet, we'll provide it to you. Your voice matters. Your vote matters. This is the most important election of my lifetime, which means your lifetime. And I'll tell you one thing. If you're the people who are deciding it, I have faith in the future of America. Give them a hand, please.